Hi everyone, this is Dawn and welcome back to my channel. So tonight I wanted to come on and do a little bit of a craft with me or a journal with me. So this is the Sunny Days Traveler's Notebook that I recently purchased from Lynnette, who is Cheaply Chic here on YouTube, and I purchased this on her Etsy shop, which is Cheaply Chic Boutique. So I am really excited to go ahead and do some crafting in this tonight. So I've went ahead and thought about what I wanted to do and just kind of have laid everything out. To begin with, I went ahead and here is the center where the strings make the center binding, and I did go ahead and tie on this little strawberry charm right onto the center. So I think that is a really sweet touch. And then let's go ahead and get started. So on the first page, just inside of the cover, you can kind of see the stitching on the inside, and I just want to go ahead and cover that with some red gingham. And then in my stash I found, this is, I've had this a really long time, but I have this little packet of pockets, which is from Pebbles, and gosh, I believe that's the date. I've had this since December 15. So I actually found this lovely the blueprint on that, and I think that looks really cute together. Oops, it's backwards, and then it's just got a little grid tag on the inside. So that is going to be our inside page. So let's go ahead and glue down this on the inside of the cover. I really took me a little bit. I knew I had some red gingham somewhere, and I finally found it. And this was from a 6x6 paper pad, which of course this is a little longer than 8 inches long. So I went ahead and glued the two 6x6s together and then just trimmed it down to the dimensions I wanted. But I was really excited to find the red gingham. And I'm really just loving the summer theme and the strawberries, the reds and blues, yellows and pinks. I think this is just going to be so fun to decorate, and I just think it is a beautiful, beautiful traveler's notebook. And I'm trying to kind of center that more from the top to the bottom, which I kind of feel like I'm going crooked. Okay, one more time. Okay, I think that's a little better. Or not. But it's going on. I think that is going to stay right there. It is good enough. Oh, I really love this red gingham. All right, and then let's go ahead and glue down our pocket. I almost might want to trim this down. It fits just a little bit snug, and I might come back and change this cord. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and glue this right down. All right, and I think right about there. I really love the oh goodness, what do you, pinked edges? I think that's really sweet, and it is stitched. That's really, really cute. All right, we're gonna leave that there to dry. I don't know if I'll add anything else to that. I really like the simplicity of it. All right, and then also too, what Lynnette does with these traveler's notebooks is it comes with like a page where she writes a story, and I really like to have this included. So I actually thought I would include this here on the back cover, and it's a little bit wider, so I trimmed this down as much as I can, but I like having this included, so I thought I would go ahead and put that here so I can keep this with the decorated traveler's notebook. So I have just folded this down, so let's go ahead and add glue. took me a couple of times to fold it to decide exactly where I wanted it, but I really like having this included. And she's got a great story about growing up in campgrounds, which was really interesting. Nice summer story. All right, so I'm going to kind of turn this. Okay, let us take a look. Yeah, I like the way that looks. And I love this paper. I love that floral. So now you can just open that up, read the story. I really like that. I don't know if I'll end up doing anything else back here or not. And here I do like, because the fabric comes around the back. I love this vintage strawberry fabric, and it is stitched all around, so you can see the stitching here. Gives some great texture. All right, very nice. So we've got our front and our back, and then let's see, in those, and as you can see, there's lots of room for decorating. It is a very simple journal. So this here is like a little placemat, and I think this is adorable. So I was going through my paper pads. I've pulled out some different things that I would like to decorate with, but then I knew if I went through my paper pads, I would find some different strawberry related things, and I certainly did. So I found this. I think it's like a market pad. I might have it right next to me. Yes, South Market Collection by Studio Calico, and I know this is probably older. It also has some strawberry pattern paper in it as well, but it had a sheet of black and white, so I thought I really like that look right across there. Strawberry rhubarb. You will need these ingredients. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Your new favorite pies. This is really cute. So I really like that right there. So it's I love the black and white. You got a lot of impact just from one little piece of paper adding to this. I love it. My grandmother used to make strawberry rhubarb pies. Good memories. However, rhubarb was never my favorite. But I love this here. Isn't that cool? I really like this. Okay. And then I will probably come back in and add some tags here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this edge closed. I really love the touch of this. I guess it is a placemat. That's what I'm saying it is, because that's what I'm assuming it is. All right. Very cute. All right, let's see. This is a cookbook sheet that was included in the kit from Lynnette. And I really love this Danish pastry, and it's got a recipe here. And then I was kind of having an internal struggle with this because I really want to make this cake. It's called Norwegian cake, and I am actually half Norwegian, and have my father's side of the family is in Minnesota, and but we're down here in Florida. And anyways, I thought this was very cool that it was a Norwegian cake. So I was like, well, if I glue this in here, I'm not going to be able to see the recipe anymore. So I went ahead and took a picture with my phone because I really like this added in here. And I really like this edge with the holes. So I'm going to go ahead, since I've got the picture, and go ahead and add this in. So I am going to be losing these images, but that's okay. And I really like the little Danish girl here on the inside. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this in. So we'll have another fold out. Really excited to start finally decorating in this journal. It's just lovely. I just love the summer vibe and the strawberries. I was actually shocked at how much strawberry items I had in my stash. So all right, And then of course got a lot of cool things with the kit, so that's exciting. All right. And normally I like to ink up my edges, but so far I really haven't really felt the need. But then I'm thinking I'm going to add some strawberries, and I meant to get some ink out, and I might have to go and grab that. All right, so I also have a Heartfelt Collection paper pad that I actually did a video recently pulling some items out, and I found this Heartfelt Collection paper pad, and I just love the images in it. So let me grab a pink ink pad. All right, I think this will work. This is an old Stampin' Up! Pad called Pink Pirouette, and this is a little sponge where I was using it on another color, but I don't think I have any others near me, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the other side and pick up some pink ink on here, and I'm just going to, oh yeah, I wanted it to give a little bit more definition, and I just fussy cut around these strawberries, and I think that's a fun shape. I was originally gonna glue it down on this little sack right there, but then I was playing around and really wanted to think about what I wanted to do. So that's why I went ahead and pulled everything together, because I don't know, I think I'm so indecisive lately, and I feel like I've lost my mojo a little bit. So I really wanted to be prepared to go ahead and decorate in here. And also too, maybe it wouldn't take so long when I need to try and figure out what I'm gonna do. So, all right, I really love the strawberries here. My initial thought, which I still like them here as well, isn't that lovely? But I'm gonna go ahead and put them here because I am going to add this over there. Okay. Let us glue, and I wonder if I want to glue the whole thing down or kind of leave it as a tuck spot. I think for now, no, I'm going to glue it in. I'm going to glue it down. I was almost thinking of going ahead and say, yeah, let's leave it as a tuck spot, but it's not very sturdy, and I don't want it to kind of get messed up or caught on something where it might rip. So we're going to glue it in. All right, and if you have not caught Lynnette, she on Cheaply Chic, she has already started decorating in her journal, where I think it was her daughter that graduated college, and she really did a lovely layout. Very nice memory keeping. I need to be better at that, but for my journal, I am actually just going to decorate it, I think. I don't think I'm going to add any pictures. I've always kind of thought I might want to scrapbook, and especially when I became a grandmother, because I do have 2 adorable grandsons. They live in another state, but I'm not as organized with pictures. I'm fine with them in my phone. All right, so I am sitting here finagling with this piece of paper just to make sure I've got the spacing of it right. And then I'm like, well, let's stop messing with it and glue it in. So this is a little scrap of strawberry paper, and it's so small and cute. And let's see, I'm not sure. I've got a few paper pads next to me. Yep, I found that strawberry paper in this pad, crate paper, Pretty Party, and I've had this a while, and it's just really, really sweet. So I went ahead and glued that together, and I was recently, when I was pulling things together out of my stash that I wanted to work with, I was like, well, I don't have any strawberry washi tape. For as much washi tape as I have, I couldn't find any strawberries. So I recently went to Hobby Lobby, and actually before I went to Hobby Lobby, I just Googled strawberry washi tape, and it came up Hobby Lobby, and I'm like, how come I've never seen it there? And so the washi tape is in one section, and then right across the way is like one of those little wire racks on the side, and it's scented. So this is where I got the strawberry washi, and it is scented and it smells lovely. So this is wonderful, the black background with the strawberries, and then this here says so very cute, and it just kind of keeps repeating. So I actually thought that I would use this one with the words where the separation here is on this, and let me see if I can actually find the beginning of it. All right, so I'm gonna add so very cute, and I think that's cute how it's gonna tie that together, and it smells so very good. All right, getting the washi tape stuck everywhere. All right, we're gonna roll this just around to the back, and I'm not sure what we're gonna put in this pocket yet, but we will find something. You know what, let's add a little bit more of our ink just to give that a little more definition. Do I want to put some up here? I don't know if it's really gonna matter because it's just dark, but maybe a little bit on the edges. Actually, I can see it just a little bit. I've already got ink all over me. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and glue that in. All right. I think it's about time for me to get some more art glitter glue as well. If you're not familiar with art glitter glue, this dries clear, and it dries quickly as well, and I really think this is a great glue. I feel like so many crafters have discovered it and they just love it. It's kind of like once you discover it, you don't go back. That is your go-to glue. Now, I have met a few people where it's not their favorite, but I love it. Okay. Let me hold that down just a second. Okay. All right. Let's see. Moving on. I like how that looks. That's really sweet. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Yes. Okay, good. All right, moving on. Let us see. Okay, love this. So in that Heartfelt Collections paper pad, I really love these green inserts that is in here. So this I found in that Heartfelt Collection pad, and I went ahead and trimmed it down. There was cut parts on the back of it, but there's a few pages, but I love how this yellow pops on the green with this strawberry. So, you know what, I was just going to glue the whole thing down, but then I wonder, do I want to leave this edge as a tuck pocket? I think before I do that, I might go ahead and make that a pocket. And then this here was the other, I cut it actually down, and I think I'm going to make this a tuck spot here. Let's see, do I want to do it that way or that way? These two edges are rounded, which is making me go, which way do I want to do this? I'm going to do the rounded edges towards the outside. So we're just going to make this a pocket. Make sure my bead of glue feels like it's thinning out, so I want it to stick down really good, but not get too far up. All right, and this is a small tuck spot, but we can add something in there. Such sweet paper. Oh, excuse me, I feel a cough coming on. Excuse me, I meant to go grab some water before I got started, but I'm okay. See how those just pick up like that? I almost wish I did put the square out there. All right, I think I am gonna go ahead and glue. Nope, I'm gonna cut a notch here. Let's get a circle punch. And I'm gonna eyeball this in the center. Let's try about there. Oh, that's cute. Okay, glad we did that. I wonder if I can use that on something else. Let's save that little piece. Excuse me. All right, coughing. All right, let's glue this in as a pocket then. So I'm gonna hit the edges again. This is such a sweet paper pad. I found it at Scrapbook Expo. No, not the, yeah, it is the Scrapbook Expo, I think. I've gone to a rubber stamp convention, which is Stamp Fest in Florida, for a number of years, but then a couple of years I've attended the Scrapbook Expo, which I never realized it was there before. So I've gone there a couple of years, so I'm not sure which convention I got it at, but the paper pad was always $25, and I really admired it for a long time. Well, I like that. I admired that for a long time, and then I saw that it was going to be half price, so I snapped it up when it was half price. And then the strawberry theme is coming in very handy right now. All right, then I've got my little tuck spot there. Okay, moving on. All right, this here is a red flash card that I found in my stash, and I'd forgotten I had these, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue it in this side and make another tuck spot here, and I will probably add something to this. I just don't know what it is right now, but, or maybe it'll end up staying plain, who knows, but I really liked the look of that, and I liked it here on this grid paper, so I'm gonna make a tuck spot, leave it open on that side, and I really love the pop of red with this card, so I might end up using another one, who knows. All right, I've got a good bead of glue there. And I'm not going to put it right to the edge because the paper's a little bit thin, so it'll be a little more stable. So I've left just a little bit here on the edge. This is actually pretty simple. Pretty simple, I think, so far. I like how that looks, and I'll probably, just because that card is a little bit heavy on this paper, I might make another pocket or something here on the other side for stability, but I'm not sure what that is yet. So, all right, coming along, just making sure I'm not missing anything. So here is another flash card I found in my stash, and it is all the ants. So the number is 25. So we've got 25 ants here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And with this here, the little placemat made me think of, you know, kind of being a picnic. So I thought the ants were a fun find and fun for summer. And I like the size of this card, but I actually want to trim it down just a little bit. So I'm going to take off not quite 1/4 inch from each side, or like one line down from 1/4 inch. And make it a little more narrow, and I'm going to go ahead and cover the back of it. I was kind of going back and forth on what I wanted to cover the back with. I was almost going to go with this blue gingham because there's a lot of blue in this cover, but then I was kind of like, I like these green dots, so I'm going to go with the dots. They almost have like a little bit of a distressed look, and I also like this little faux washi tape area down here, so I'm going to go ahead and glue these together, and we'll just make a little tag of this. Really, really cute. And then I'm probably gonna round the edges and not cut it into a tag shape, which I think is kind of fun. All the tags don't have the little, need to have the little corners clipped off. We're going to do this one a little bit different, just with all 4 rounded edges. All right, let's see if I can line this up well. And then just trim down a few sides. Got an awful lot of glue. All right. And then maybe I'll end up doing, a strawberry embellishment or something on the back. So let's actually pull our trimmer. I could cut it with scissors, but then I'm like, well, can I just trim it? I think that worked. And get it right up to the edge. Actually, I did not do that very well. Let's see. There we go. If you have trouble and you feel like you're going to rip your paper, just a little tip, instead of trying to force your trimmer up here, kind of take it more towards the middle and sink it into your paper and then cut. Because sometimes if you ever had your trimmer where you kind of go pushing it up and it just kind of rips and pushes the paper, that's one way you can avoid that. So don't ask me how I know this. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take my corner rounder and round all of these edges again, because they were originally before I trimmed it down. Oh, I think that's so cute. I love these ants. And then the back is decorated. I might end up putting a strawberry or something back on there, but I think tonight we're just gonna really get started, and then I may come back and embellish a little bit more. So let's see. I had a hole puncher. Oh, it's just hiding. And so I'm just gonna put a hole in the center. I might want to come back and maybe ink the edges because it's a little bit plain. But for right now, I'm not gonna worry about it. And then I think, let's see, I've got some other ribbons I pulled out the other night. I've got the green on the back, and I've got this green gingham. I do have some strawberry. Here is the box of ribbons I pulled out the other night. Oh, I kind of like that. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the strawberry ribbon. Why not? I think I got this at $1 at Michael's once upon a time. I've had it for a very long time, and looks like I may actually have used it once. I'm not sure. I've got a lot of glue right on my fingers. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, I love this strawberry ribbon. It's really cute. I almost want to do a red gingham on it, but that's all right. And I'm going to go ahead and take a piece of our black twine. Actually, I think I'm going to take 2 pieces. Actually, this is long enough where I can double it in half. All right, I'm going to go ahead and tie this ribbon on. Let's see if I can get it. Still have some glue sticking on my fingers. Okay. I actually think maybe I should have tied on or grabbed a longer piece, but it is coming along. I always have the worst time tying these when you do it on camera, right? That's when stuff happens. All right, I'm going to trim this little bit down and this little bit down, and then kind of do this at an angle. And then, let's see if I can kind of flip these out. Okay, that's cute. And I still want to add a little ink to these edges. Let's see. I think I'm actually just going to take the black ink maybe. Let's see, I've got this big old sponge. I got it Tuesday morning a long time ago. I'm just going to see if I can just put a little bit. That works. Gives a little more definition. It was just looking a little too plain. I still feel like I want to add something else to it, but I'm not sure what that is. Adding a little color, why not, to the back of this as well. And it's very, very little. I know it's black, but it's actually very, very subtle. All right, my sponge is flaking off a little bit. Okay, that's cute. I wonder if I could end up adding another strawberry embellishment or something to that. I'm not sure, but I just kind of pulled out a few simple things really just to get us rolling in here tonight. And like I did on the other side, I'm going to go ahead and glue this closed. My head may or may not be in the way. And then I'll find another little tag. Oh, actually, I have one sitting here. I made these recently, where this was like simple stamped images. Those are my last video. I just had a circle stamp and the strawberry stamp and some speckles and a little word sticker. I think for now, I'm just going to leave that right in there. It will probably end up moving just because it's so small, but there are a couple of tags right in there. See, it's going to move around. All right, moving on. Let's see, is there anything else we were going to do? We've already glued that in. Okay, coming right along. So the last thing I wanted to do then was decorate this large red tag, and I am kind of messing up this envelope a little bit. This envelope came in Lynnette's kit, so let me get rid of this ink, and I want to trim down it's a really large tag, which I think is kind of amazing, and I love the red color. So this is about 7 1/4 by not quite 3 3/4, and I'm just going to trim 1/4 of an inch off of each edge. One side, two sides. All right, and it's just got a little bit of an edge there. Let me see. I do have this little punch. I'm gonna see if it might make the corner. Yep, a little more comes off the corners because I mostly trimmed off where the little corners were already snipped. Okay, good. I like that being a little more narrow. So also too, I think this is going to be pretty simple. And for some reason, when I got this napkin, I felt like it was ripped. It was only half a napkin. I don't know why I thought that, but this, you can tell it is vintage. I'm pretty certain it is, and it's just so beautiful. So the image is just on this one panel, and I really love these kind of scalloped edges, so I kind of want to glue it on right like this. I was recently watching a video by Dolly, the Crafty Mermaid Mom, and she has been, I think, working with some napkins and just using her glue stick, and that seemed to work just fine. So I think what I'm going to do is, the red seems very plain, so I've got this old splatter stamp, and I'm just going to add a little bit of a detail, just add some of this with some black ink just on the stamp or on the tag, so it doesn't look so plain. And then we're going to take our glue stick and add it right to the what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Add the glue stick right to the napkin. I actually think I'm gonna, though, not apply it to the napkin because I don't want to rip this, but I think, let me make sure I'm in frame. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so I've got a glue stick, and I think I'm gonna grab a piece of scrap paper. Here's something I was stamping on the other day. So I have got a glue stick here somewhere. Right here. I got this recently at Hobby Lobby. It's a Paper Studio glue stick. So far, so good. And I think it was $1.99 regular price, and I picked it up when the Paper Studio things were half off. So I got it for $1. I don't usually use glue stick too much, but especially doing some collaging or things like this with the napkin, much more simple than breaking out all the decoupage and all that kind of thing. So I think I just want to make sure that this sticks down well, and I want to maybe make it go up a little bit higher. And I actually think this is pretty good glue stick. I don't have a lot of experience with glue stick, but it seems to be working and keeping things down so far. All right, let's go in with our napkin. All right. So pretty. All right, and I want to be careful to trim out because I definitely want to preserve this and make something else with it. And let's see, this little scallop wherever it's sticking up. I want to make sure it sticks down as good as I can. Probably, I actually was gonna maybe leave a little bit more room, but that seems okay. All right, we'll see if we need to add that in any other places. So let's go ahead and trim this out. Maybe it's easier from this other side. I just want to be really, really careful with this napkin. I hear a cricket or something outside my window. You probably can't hear it, but it's having a good old time out there. All right, I actually had tried out my red or the black speckles on this card before or this tag before I decided I wanted to do that, and I was like, yep, I like it. Something simple that doesn't take away from the strawberries. Okay, so we're gonna preserve this little bit, so that'll become another tag. I folded it the wrong way. All right, I'm gonna set this aside. All right. And I wanna get this little edge, oh well, it works better if you take the lid off. Okay, glue that down. Really, really lovely. The edges seem to be good here, and I didn't get this edge as trimmed as much as I'd like. Okay, that is better. I was so surprised to hear how the glue stick holds this on pretty well. I am probably going to come back and do something else because it is a little bit plain, but whatever I do to embellish it, though, I want to keep it simple. So I'm going to come back and do another craft with me, and I will decide how I want to treat the rest of this tag. I am probably gonna see if I know I have some large red gingham ribbon, like a wider, thicker size, and I think I kind of want to do that, and I might add maybe some pearls or enamel dots or something like that, but I am not sure. So let's see, will that fit in there? I did trim it down, it just does fit. So I think I'm going to go ahead and leave that in there for safekeeping. So what we've done tonight then is just done this cover. Oh, we added our strawberry charm on the bottom here. Let me move this scrap paper. And let's see, we've got our little strawberry rhubarb on there. This is my favorite so far with the recipes, and I think this is just really, really sweet. I love that. And oh, I also love this a lot too. This heartfelt paper is just gorgeous. Oh, you know what? Let's try our strawberry tag right there. Oh yes, yes. Oh, that's kind of great. And I love the red and green together too. Okay, figure out what else to do with that. We'll find something good to stick in there. And let's see here, we've got our little ants. This little tag, it's going to need a better home. It's just kind of hanging around. I'm going to leave it here with in front of the ants because it's just moving around in there. And of course, we've got our little sunny days here on the back. So, all right, we have actually gotten started with some decorating in the sunny days traveler's notebook. So I am very excited about it. All right. Oh, you know what? It's just about to be finished. I guess this is a bookmark. And that came along here. I kind of liked it. It's got the red and the black and a blue here on the end, even though the strawberry is hanging here. I kind of liked this on this page. And I believe I was watching Crystal's channel, who is Happy to Plan, and she is also working in the Traveler's Notebook as well. Definitely check out her channel, but I think she had used some like invisible tape and glued that little bookmark right in there. Now I might do something to affix it, but for now I think I'm going to leave it just like that. All right, well, thanks for stopping by and watching. Let me know if you like these kind of craft with me type of videos, and give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and until next time.